Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a special afternoon session today on this Saturday, March 9th. And this session is to come back on and complete the free readings that I did not finish this morning. I had quite a few, and so I wanted to come back on and finish those out. There's no chat in this one because I'm not taking any new readings in this session, but I will be back in 2.5 hours, 3:30, 4:35, yeah, 2.5 hours for my evening session, and I'll be back tomorrow morning too at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. If you have a new reading request, you can catch me then. And after I finish this video, I will post a comment and list the order in which all the readings were done in this one by name so that you can find your reading more easily. All right. So boom, boom, boom. That's what we got there. Let me just shrink this down a little bit to give me some more space. All right. So let's get into it. We had left off with Lynx Lee, and you wanted to know Leo's energy towards you. All right, let's get these shuffled here. And we're going to do one big shuffle for the entire readings with that intention, and then split these out. All right, we are ready. So, what is Leo's energy towards you? You know, right now, it's the Hanged Man here, which is more of a waiting period. They're trying to see things from a different perspective. They're going through quite a transformation in their life right now. So things are kind of in a holding pattern when we get this Hanged Man. So you know, it's kind of like you see a cocoon and you're like, is something going on? It just from the outside, it doesn't appear like anything's happening, but on the inside, beautiful transformation of caterpillar to a butterfly, right? So the energy right now is just this holding pattern. They're doing some inner things, their life, some stuff in their life that you don't recognize or see is going on inside of them. And so their energy towards you is kind of just I feel like their energy towards a lot of things in the outside world are on pause. And they're doing a lot of inner work, trying to figure things out, get their head around things, make some plans, and then they'll take action here. It's not an ending, it's just a pause. So things will pick up again soon, um, towards you. But right now it's just kind of in this wait, right? So whenever that's happening to us, what do we do? If it's romantic or anything, whenever we're having a slow period and a pause period, that gives us time for us to work on ourselves to raise our love vibration so that will draw in higher vibrational things. So looking at our thoughts, letting them go, letting emotions that no longer serve, cleansing our energy, purging our home, doing all that stuff. You can keep busy on you while they're busy on them, right? So that's what's coming in right now, Linksley. So enjoy. That's what they have. Many blessings to you. All right, Kritika Mahotra. Hey, so you have an interview with Amity Business School for MBA. Ooh, how will that go? All right, very good. 10 of Pentacles, one of the most beneficial and successful, abundant cards in the deck. So I would say that that's going to go very well. And just be you. Don't worry about trying to fit in, trying to do this. Just be you because that's going to shine bright, and that's what's going to allow you, um, to make a great impression. So I like that. Easy breezy, short and easy, Kritika. So thumbs up, doing very, very well. All right, many blessings. And then Cutie, you want to know how can you heal yourself faster? You've got the Six of Cups here, and the Six of Cups does talk about childhood here, an inner child. And here's like your adult self and your inner child going on here. And, how we heal faster is if we're trying to change and heal thoughts and memories, that's the long way around. When we go into the emotional side, one emotion can spawn like 1,000 um, thoughts and beliefs and everything around it. If we can go in and transform one emotion and transform that, it just changes everything. Um, a big realization that the Six of Cups brings in is that every moment is either of unconditional love or fear of losing conditional love. A lot of these emotions that happened when we were younger, it's like, wow, it's a really um, eye opener when we realize that all the stuff that people did, their actions that were not of unconditional love, were out of their own fears and had little to do with us at all. But we took their actions and defined ourselves by it when it didn't have anything to do with us. And when we transform that and realize, okay, their little inner child was feeling unsafe and out of control. Their intelligent, compassionate, loving side was booted out, and they were doing things that were, you know, desperate and unintelligent, uncompassionate, unloving to try to feel back in control, to feel back safe again in their own little world, a little 2-year-old. And so when you realize it was a 2-year-old in an adult body that was acting out, we don't take that as serious. When a 2-year-old goes, "I hate you," do we really like, "Oh, boo, 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 boo"? We don't take it like, "Oh my god, they said they hated me." We're like, what do you know? And that's kind of what transforms here. A lot of that, it's good information. If you're looking for like a great source, an amazing, amazing transformative book is The Presence Process by Michael Brown. So if that resonates with you, they have a lot to do with you becoming the adult to your inner child, and it helps heal and transform those emotions, and it just and that does help quicker. So if you're looking for something like that and that resonates, check that out. All right, Kitty, that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you, and then angel blessings for Happy Pill. So Happy Pill, yeah, we got the Eight of Pentacles. So the message from Spirit here is keep doing the work, keep putting in that blood, the sweat, the tears that you've been doing in whatever area of life that you've been looking for a transformation in, because this is the Eight of Pentacles, is the wheels are turning, they're beginning to turn. All that effort you've been putting in towards things is starting to make its way to the outside world, because we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So all the stuff that you've been working on, the changes of your attitude toward gratitude and letting old beliefs fall away that no longer serve you, emotions that don't serve you, all that stuff you've been doing is making its way out to the outside world. So you're starting to see all the little, cranks and turns and wheels and everything start to make their way and flow, starting to happen in the outside world. So, in some way it's like a kudos from spirit to say, way to go. Your angels are saying, you should be proud of the work that you've done, and get ready. The other part of it is like, get ready, because here comes the harvest, here comes the fruit of your labor. You're about to see it reflected in the outside world, and you're like, finally, but it's here. So get ready, because it's going to be like for the rest of the year, it's like it's just going to keep building. Starting in this month, you're going to see some, and then definitely, like, as we hit Aries and the birthing of spring happens in the northern hemisphere, here comes that, and you're going to go see your life just continue to build for the next 8 months all the way till the end of the year. I like it. So that's what's coming in for you, Happy Pill. So many blessings to you. Whoops. There we go. And then Magana, hello, hello. So you met a friend randomly today after almost a year. You were really good friends, but then you lost contact. Do some friend group. Oh, yay. How did they feel? Okay, let's see how they felt here. Yeah, the Nine of Swords, right? Nine of Swords is the nightmare and insomnia and that, and I feel like the way that they felt. It's like it didn't have to do with you, right? This friend drama, these fears of, oh god, it just was like this reminder, right, of all the stuff that happened, and I feel like it spawned a little bit of fear in them, not towards you, but just towards like they had pushed down and didn't really face and process a lot of that drama that happened. And so you were a wonderful igniter of the memories. They triggered and they came back up, which is what needs to happen, so that it doesn't fester and it doesn't continue to be charged and bubbling below the surface. So I like it. for them, so just know that you were a catalyst to spark some of these things, and that's really what a lot of what they're thinking about is like, "Oh god, I forgot about all this stuff, and I thought I stuffed it deep enough, but bloop, 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 here it is, right in the perfect timing where they can, look at those things and, process those things." So, that's what, you know, is going on there. They got really distracted by those things bubbling below the surface that they kind of just had you lumped in with this group of friends, right? You're like the the spokesperson, the spokesmodel, the poster child, but not really. I mean, you didn't represent all the drama, but right now they see everyone all grouped together. Um, so I like that. I feel like you've done your duty with this. I really don't see like more connection with this here. I feel like you bumped into each other. Your purpose was to mirror for them, and then I don't feel like you're going to see each other for a little bit with that. So, isn't that amazing? You're like, yes, I was an instrument of karma, not karma, but instrument of spirit, right? All right, Magana, that's what's coming in for you. So hang in there. Many blessings. And then Anjushri Tawari, you want to know, do you already know your future spouse? You have the Nine of Wands, and I don't feel like you do yet. And the Nine of Wands here, it just represents that there's this blocks that you've been kept back from meeting them, and them you, so that you guys can raise your love vibration. So I don't feel like you've met each other yet because you both agreed before you came down here you wanted to meet with a fresh start. You wanted not to meet early with a lot of baggage of life that you have to work through together. You kind of wanted to have a period of time where you work on stuff and then you come in without a lot of that old thoughts and emotions and stuff that would make the journey a little more tiring, because of like you have a backpack with a bunch of rocks in it and you're walking together. It's like, "Oh, I'm so tired." But if you've got rid of all the rocks, then it's much more easier journey together, right? And so that's what I feel, is the reason for a delay. And I don't feel like you know them yet. All right. So many blessings on Shri. And then Julie, hello, hello. So what do you need to know? All right. Will you have this beautiful connection with spirit with the high priestess? And there's this invitation. The high priestess steps back into her high priestess temple, away from all the chaos, everything that's going in the outside world. They connect higher to the things up above. They go behind the veil. They dive deep into the hidden and the unknown. And what you need to know is that you have a beautiful spiritual connection. You have a wonderful empathic ability. So trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust your messages. And I feel you need to know that right now, that you have these abilities, and there is this calling to kind of step away and communicate more. That allows you to even like have an upgrade and strengthen your spiritual and empathic abilities with all of this high priestess coming in here. Yeah, that's what I feel they have for you here. So what you need to know, step back, connect. They have more information and upgrade, download, coming in here for you. So I like that for you, Julie, and that's what they have for you right now. All right, many blessings. And then Premia, you want to know, does Dave love you? Do you have a future together? Separation, no contact here. You have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about leaving behind fears that no longer serve and move towards something new, something of higher knowledge rooted in unconditional love. And this is a movement and, card that comes in here. I just feel like, with this, I don't feel like reconciliation. I don't feel like I feel like they're a lot in their mind, and I just feel like for you, this message from spirit is, move forward. Move from the choppy waters to the calmer waters. Look at the fears you have around what came up with Dave. and just realize, you know what? They've they brought you a mirror to show you what you wanted to see about yourself, so you can see that, then you can release these things, and then you can move forward. But I don't feel like they were meant to be this long term. I feel like they were meant to be like this, just this temporary mirror, one of the many teachers I know that we have in our life, showing us what we want to see about ourselves till we see it. But I don't feel like I feel like this is a nudge from your spiritual posse. Just glean, learn, let go of stuff, move forward, and move on from them. Because I don't feel like there is like a long term or a reconnection meant for you guys in this lifetime. All right. So that's what's coming in for me. Sorry to be the bearer of that, but it is for you. We always move. We always get an upgrade, right? We don't move from first class back to coach. Spirit moves us from coach in like relationships to first class, and then first class to business class, and then into that special. There's only a few people at the front of the plane. Then you end up being a co-pilot. So it's like, wow. So you are getting an upgrade, and you can trust that where you're being taken to is much more for you. Okay. Right. Many blessings. And then new love. Hello, hello. So best to get furniture to this apartment or wait for a new apartment instead. Let's do innocent. Oh yeah. Let's take a look here. You have the sun card here. And there is no wrong choice here. There's no best whether to wait or to do this. But there is the sun, Leo energy. Allow it to shine light on things. I feel like they're saying just do what you feel you want to do for yourself in this matter. There's like one or the other isn't going to make a significant difference, but I feel like there's this, wait and see, because I feel like when you go to where you're going, that you're going to understand what you can get rid of some furniture. Were you asking that? Yeah, I feel like you can purge some things that you're like, yeah, I don't want to take these things with me. So you can get rid of some things, and then when you get there, you're going to see the length, the width, the room, the space, and then you're going to know what you want for that space. So you can purge some stuff now, I feel, with this. Um but and then wait and see. I just feel like there's cycles, right? So it's like, let me get rid of some stuff, purge some stuff, and then I'm going to move, and then that's the exciting thing is, right, oh, now I can create my new space, and I'm gonna create it this way. So get rid of what doesn't, you're not yeehaw about, with your furniture, and then, prepare for your move, and then after the move, then you get to go shopping. I like it. So that's what's coming in, new love. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Gemini love, you are up. So what are I's or L's? The spirit knows. What are this individual's feelings for you, right? Wow, a lot of feelings here. You got the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups rolls over emotion, but she also gets a second portion of Cups, which means she's the master of emotion. A lot like the High Priestess, but there's just like a flood and a great amount of emotion below the surface, but it's deep. I don't feel like they let it get out um, a whole lot into the outside world. It's just they keep it contained, and I don't feel like they're a very vulnerable type of individual. They hold back because they've presented their heart before, and then someone slapped it on the ground, stomped on it, kicked it, threw it on a freeway, got ran over, and they grabbed it back and go, "Here you go." And they're like, "I am never going to just hand that to anyone again. I'm going to wait a very long time before I show anybody, my heart again, freely and so freely." So I feel like there's emotion there flooding below the surface, but you won't see it for a little while. You'll see their passion. You'll see, you know, the conversation and talking and speech and mind stuff, but the emotions, they'll bubble up later. Um, if you put up with them that long, that's funny. So that's what they have for you, Gemini love. So many blessings to you. That must be a private joke between you and your spirit guides. All right. So many blessings. And then Bree, you are up. Should you do the classes for the psych degree or take the courses you think will be easy? You've got that judgment card here. Here's your higher self calling you to a higher place. So rather than doing what is easy, do what you feel is in alignment with your life purpose, with how you want to express love to the world. So if you feel like this psych degree is like, you know what, this is like so much of what how I want to help and help myself, but help others through how I help myself. And so I feel like that is the nudging to do what makes your heart sing and what is in alignment with like your true north. You know what you want to do with your life, where you want to head, and if it fits into that, then yes. If it doesn't fit into that, then no. Right? You only want to invest energy, money, and time in things that are headed you towards this your true north and your what you feel is your dharma, your life purpose, your the way you want to uniquely express this love in your heart with the world. So hopefully that helps, Bree. I like that for you. So many blessings to you. And then Yanvi Gavandi 27, you want to know what is coming towards you? Ooh, you got the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is love or important relationship, regardless of what you're looking for. It can be a relationship with your higher self. It could be a relationship with a best friend, a family member, getting reignited with them, or love, or all of it. But you definitely have this, it's relationship oriented, this energy that's flowing towards you in your life. And I feel like it's going to be several different areas. Relationships are being expanded and are the focus of what's going on in your life right now. So I like that for you. And that's what's coming towards you. So really be aware of your self-love because your self-love is what impacts your ability to give and receive love to people in the outside world, whether friends, family, lovers, or whatever, right? So the more you expand this unconditional love between you and your higher self, the pipeline opens up where you can give and receive love to the humans too. So that is an important piece of your journey there. All right. So that's what they have for you, Johnny. So very many blessings to you. Right. And then we've got Hadisa in Nuwa. One, you think you're currently pregnant with a girl or girls, but when or what months will she or they be born? You have the Tower card here, which is suddenness out of nowhere, the birthing happens. I like this for you because I do feel like this means you have multiples because I feel like they're born early, which is great. My sister-in-law had twin nieces, and she was like, "It's the best, you don't have to carry them, two children, 18 months. You actually carry two less than 9 months because they usually there's so much room. They're like, get me out of here. They're usually born a little premature, or a lot of times, not maybe usually, but so that's the way to go. But it comes suddenly, and the Tower card being number 16 in 617. Don't know when your due date is, but if July makes sense, then I feel that which is what, 4 months away, but maybe at the end of July. But it comes suddenly, so it's definitely not going to be the due date. It's going to be early, so be prepared. I feel like it will be early here, and they'll of course arrive at the perfect timing that's coming in here. Um, Girls sounds, I mean, they just told me about my twin nieces, so I feel like maybe you do have twin girls. So I like that. And of course, I'm not a medical expert by no means, so this is just for entertainment purposes only with tarot. So just consult the disclaimer in the description box of the video. But I love it for you, and even like there's two flames on either side here standing out too. So I like it. All right, so that's what we have for you, my dear. So hang in there. Woo woo. All right. So many blessings to you, or maybe on the 7th of the month or the 16th of a month. could also be a possibility. Or July 16th. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Many blessings. Hang in there, mama. All right. And just Sean, hello, hello. Will you get an 85 plus marks on your math exam? You know, you definitely have this possibility. You got the Queen of Swords, which is all about you have the intelligence. The sword suit is of the mind, but she balances with the heart. And I feel like we talk about, the you're going to do so well in schooling, like in your exams. It's like spirit is saying, you rule and you have a great capacity of your brain and your intelligence. And um, we can retain things more, we can recall things more when we remain calm, right? When we're in fear and we're stressing, we have anxiety, our intelligent brain is disconnected. And so we're not putting anything in there when we're in fear because our, our inner child self wants us to stay safe. And it's like, I don't want you thinking, I want you to fight or run. I don't want you to analyze and wonder, is that a wave of mud or lava headed toward me? It don't care. Run. It's like go. And so as long as you can learn breathing exercises to calm yourself during quizzes and exams and different things. And as you're studying, with things you can do in your life to bring your calmness and any fears that pop up, question them so that you can dismantle these triggers. I like this for you. And so I feel like you will do very well. As long as you stay out of fear, you're going to, do very well in all of your studies. And I like this for you. So that's what's coming in, Joshan. So celebrate your brain. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. And Aniket, you want to know, what does Sanika feel about you? No contact. You know, we've got the Emperor card here, and they're in this period of their life here where, this is Aries energy. This is new beginnings. This is them trying to get control over their lives, and they're tired of everyone telling them the shoulds and the supposed tos and the need tos and all this. And they're just like, everyone leave me alone. I'm going to make decisions for my life. I'm creating my plan and I'm taking action to it. So I feel like when we're talking about feelings, I don't feel like they are allowing any of that. I feel like they've paused everything so that they can decide and make decisions. And then they will decide if it's something that they're going to keep in their life or not. And I feel like they're in the middle of this decision making, trying to find this stability for their life. So right now, I just feel like they're in this really pulled back time of their life, making decisions, and so they, I don't feel like they know what they feel because the feelings are muted and paused, so they're not feeling anything. They're trying to make a lot of decisions from up here and from their passions and not from their heart. So that's usually part of an amazing experience with humans when we make decisions with our brain and passion. Usually, but it's okay because they will survive and they'll readjust and re-look at things. But right now, I don't. There's too many choices that they haven't made yet to tell you about a future and let him know. So hopefully that helps at least understand why they've pulled back from you and everyone else just to try to figure out their lives right now. All right, Aniket. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Melba B. Hello, hello. How will your birthday be on Monday? Happy early birthday to you. My mama's birthday is on March 12th, the day after yours. So I like it. Well, you have the Seven of Wands. This is about you being seen and being in the spotlight and being elevated. So I feel like you'll be celebrated, of course, for your birthday. But I also feel like some people, oh, drama, 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 right? Whether it's family or some friends of like, why do you get all that attention? Whether it's a bunch of people wishing you happy birthday in social media, and they're like, I never get anyone that tells me that. And it's like, too bad, this isn't about you today. This is my day. And this is what's good. That's the kind of energy that comes through with the Seven of Wands too, which isn't like too bad, but it's like, you know what? I don't need to defend myself. I don't need to let anyone try to burst my bubble and take me out of my joy. because there's people that will be, usually there's someone there's like a hill and there's someone up on there and there's all these people with their wands down below, six of them, right? Because it's the seven. You're up above and they're down below going, come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us. And you're like, no, that's quite all right. And they're like, well, misery loves company. And you're like, yeah, but so does joy, and they have better parties. And so you're choosing joy on this day, and don't let anyone get you down. Just, let it be. It's my special day, my special day. I celebrate the entire year. I was going to say month, right? The entire year. People are like, oh, I'm sorry, I missed your birthday. I'm like, it's okay. I celebrate 365 days a year. So, all birthday wishes are welcome. All right. Well, that's what they have for you, Melba. So happy birthday to you. All right, and then Eshu Agawal Agarwal. I probably totally murdered that. My apologies. But we want to know the future of your connection with Samant Panwar. All right. you know, we have the Four of Swords here, and the Four of Swords is it's like a peace of mind, not like give you a piece of my mind, but peacefulness in your mind. And they're asleep on this Ace of Swords. Um, and I just feel like as the future unfolds, that there is new information that comes in. You see things differently. You have new people and new opportunities, new connections into your life to where you're okay with this connection. I feel like it drifts away between you and Samant, if I'm saying that correct. But I feel like you're okay with it when it happens because I feel like your new information comes in and you realize, "Oh, wow, they're not who I thought they were," Sometimes the reality of the person doesn't match the idea or the potential we see in someone, and we fall in love with the potential, but they're not living up to that potential. So, trust what someone shows you. There's this great meme that they want me to read. Let me jump to it. Um, and it's just a very powerful let me see, that's not it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Sometimes people can't reciprocate because they can't give you what they can't give themselves. Those who are at war with themselves can't give you peace. Those who betray themselves can't give you loyalty. And those who lie to themselves can't give you honesty. See them as they are, not who you wish them to be. So that's an important, um, you know, awareness to come in regarding them. But I do feel like you'll be at peace with things not progressing because you do see them more clearly for who they really are. But then someone else enters your life and you're like, wow, this person is purely themselves. And and then it's like, who? You know, Samant who? No. So just know that I don't feel like it's gonna go where you're wanting it to go, and then but you're gonna get new information, but then you also have, some new activities and individuals that come into your life that you're okay with what happens, all right? So that's what's coming in. Hang in there. Many blessings to you. And then Gayatri Singaram, hello, hello. And when are you reconciling with your ex? Just a bearer of fun news today. But it's good for you to know. Three of Swords is expectations equal disappointment. And so, or heartbreak card, the feeling of heartbreak. And so this is meaning that you don't reconcile with your ex, and that's okay. You know, you can trust that who is meant for you will never pass you by, right? You'll never leave and you'll never, um, I mean, people never leave out of our lives unless it's meant to open up space for something else for our life that's more in alignment with our higher self, right? And I don't know why they're giving me memes day here. Let's see. I think it's take a look here. Yeah, because this was the meme that they were wanting me to read to you. It says, "My therapist once said, people don't abandon the people they love. They abandon the people they're using." And that was all the closure I needed, right? So if you feel like, all right, feel like I'm left behind, I feel like this person, it's like, okay, you know, um, I can close on this. I can, look at what I learned through this relationship and situation and about myself and about what I want and what I don't want in a relationship and allow that knowledge just to seep into your head and your heart, allow you to let go and allows you to move forward into something more in alignment with your high heart. So, all right, sorry to be the bearer of that news, but it's always for you. So, I'd rather you know, and then instead of still pine after him and, put yourself through a lot of this pain when you don't need to anymore. All right. So hang in there. Many blessings. Right. VD Jalan, you're up next. So what are you subconsciously attracting at the moment? Do you like my sound effects? Page of Cups. So new love and higher love at the same time, and I like this. So you are pursuing this, inward higher love with yourself, unconditional love, becoming that chalice. At the same time, that energy is drawing someone with a higher vibration in that matches your vibration that's rising. So I like that, VD. So there is this love coming in, but it's higher love. I don't know what that fish is standing out to me. Maybe they're a Pisces or a water sign, but I just definitely feel like there's this, I don't know, just you're moving on up with your higher vibrational love, and that's drawing in someone at that level as well. And, subconsciously, you might be doing a lot of dreaming, and that's where there's a lot of processing done, of letting go of old beliefs, old emotions that don't serve you anymore as well. So if you're dreaming a lot, you're working double time, right? Conscious world and unconscious world. All right. So that's what they have for you, VD. So many blessings to you. And then God's daughter, hello, hello. Yeah, I do answer medical questions, but I also do a medical disclaimer that I'm, of course, not a licensed professional medical practitioner at all. No medical training. And so the disclaimer in the description box of the video talks about, that, of course, tarot is designed for entertainment purposes only. Ultimately, everyone makes their own decisions for their lives. And all things medical, financial, psychological, whatever, seek professional individuals. All right. That said, you want to know, why do you keep on getting sick every night only? You have the Ace of Wands here, and the Ace of Wands tells me here that the energy that gets ignited in the evening is what draws, like, you're able to stay active and around people and keep your mind off things during the day. So you keep your vibration higher during the day, and because you're distracted, you're getting have these interactions, you're expressing yourself. But then in the evening, I don't know if it's when you're feeling alone, when you're feeling, you know, it's like when the quiet comes, you start to hear everything, and then your vibration kind of goes lower. It's being drawn into fears, it's being drawn into the lower vibrational energies, and that just draws in, the sickness, the illness, the because when our body is feeling low, it puts out lower vibrational energies into our bodies, right? So you're like blowing your nose. So some things that you can do, being aware of that first is good. The other thing you can do is the things that can keep your vibration higher are gratitude journal, that you journal in the evening about how what you love about your life. You Humor and laughter is also a fear and lower vibrational transformer, and doing those things that you love, that the things that raise your love within you, whether it's a prayer, meditation, um, make that part of the evening, and towards joy, 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 dancing while you're making dinner, whatever it may be, do all these things joyful, and that can help transform things. So give that a try and see how that works there. Okay. All right. And you might also, if you haven't, there's a great book by Louise Hay. You can heal your life, something like those lines. I can't believe I'm totally spacing the complete name. But even on the internet, if you put like emotional reason for blah, you're going to get a lot of results. And then just see what resonates with you there, if anything stands out too, because our physical body, like I said, is a reflection of what's going on in our emotional and inner energy, and it expresses itself outward. So when I'm feel not feeling at ease, I feel dis-ease, and that's what causes things to happen, right? So something to think about, right? So many blessings to you, God's daughter. And then up next, we've got Angel Dreamer. So, Angel Dreamer, you want to know, how did your manager Dan and John think when I sent them an article after their workshop? All right. Ooh, so mysterious. The moon. So, there's a lot of um, emotion that moved beneath the surface with the moon. There's a lot of hidden and unknown. I almost feel like they're so to themselves and so not secretive, but really to themselves. They're very um, just they keep things hidden. They don't. They're not very vulnerable, I guess is a good word. I feel um, one more than the other, but the moon card just show in cycles, and I feel like which one is which. I feel like Dan might be is Dan like the more reserved one that holds back and John is more the open one? I feel like whichever one it is, the moon cycles will show you, you know, how one feels. One, you'll never know. It's like you never know what they're thinking, what they're feeling. They're just like or they're just like, "Ha ha ha, da da da, oh no," very shallow. Not that they're a shallow person, but they're very shallow in sharing themselves. One is like you just have to hit them on the right day, which is like I'm seeing the moon cycles. Just get them on the right time, and then they're like blah 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 blah. Other times they're reserved. I feel like they're very maybe they're a Cancer sign, but they're very influenced by the moon. That's interesting. But it was good. I feel like there's mixed emotions. I feel like you know, uh, there's just because there's two different people, or there's two totally different actions and reactions, the way they look at things. I feel like one is kind of like threatened, and I feel like maybe if Dan is the one that's reserved and the one that doesn't show themselves, whoever that person is between the two, they're the ones that would be more like, why are you trying to show me up? Why are you trying to, who are you trying to impress? And why are you trying to make me look bad? It's always about them, right? The other one I feel is like going, oh, I see where you're coming from. I wonder what ideas you have. I wonder what then, it's you got them thinking and feeling things. So hopefully that makes sense, Angel Dreamer, but that's what's coming in for you. So many blessings to you. And then, Blessed One, you are up. Want to know what is coming in for you? I got the 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of completion of stuff that's happening here with the 10 of Wands. It just, 10 of Wands is like you have 10 projects, you're investing energy in all of these 10 things. Some of them come to completion, others you're reevaluating, and there's this nudge of like, you can't keep burning at 10 candles on 10 ends, right? You have to really look at what's important and what is urgent, but it's not important. These urgent things that are not important, you can pop out and go, you know what? I don't need to invest energy in there. It's really becoming cognizant of where you're investing your energy, because you can be doing 10 things and do it all can go one space, or you can do one thing that goes 10 spaces, right? And I feel like it's a time of reining in your energy, where you're investing it, and really super focus it on one, maybe two, but at the one is, you can even see it here. One is what we're looking at. These other things, it's like, here's the one thing to focus your energy on. All right. So that's what's coming in, blessed one. And it brings progression and it helps you out. Okay. All right. Alice, you're up. Anything you don't know about Harris, thinking, feeling now that you're ending things and you friend zoned him? Wow. They they move on fast. I feel like they've already found a new love interest. I feel like they're like this serial monogamist, recovering serial monogamist. I'm gonna, no judgment here at all. you know, it's like you fall in love and it doesn't work out, and then you go to the next and you go to the next. There's not like hardly any time in between relationships, and I feel like that's what they do. Is they're just like, now that you ended things in friend zone, they're like, okay, next, and they're just looking for the next love. It's like, oh, my puppy died, or my dog died. Let me find a new puppy. It's like, oh, the goldfish died. Let me get a new goldfish. It's like really, they're in love with the feeling of being in love, but they don't. Not like they don't care who it is, but it doesn't have to be. They don't fall in love with a person. They're in love with the feeling of being in love, and they just are looking for applicants to fill the position. That's the kind of way that I feel their energy is. So you can be like, you know what? I'm glad that I'm letting it go here because they're already eyeing someone else, going, oh, I wonder if they'd be interested in me. Or they're on the, swipe, 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 or whatever that is. So that's what's coming in, Alice. Hopefully that puts you at ease and going, you know what? I'm glad I did what I did. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Gautam M 2-L, you want to know, will you leave this place? Yes, you have the Six of Wands, victory, movement, transformation, movement of energy. It's a very flowing energy that's coming in here. And, you know, six is standing out. So is it 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, the months of June? Whatever resonates for you with that. Um, is coming in here. That so I feel like you definitely do get out and you do leave. And I like the movement of energy. It just feels very, very flowy. Like I don't feel like it's going to be difficult. I feel like when you decide and you step forward, things begin to happen. And I like it for you. So that's what we have. So many blessings to you, Gautam. Right. And then infinity is one. So your free reading is it a good idea to rejoin your friends club? Knight of Pentacles. I do like my sound effect. Sorry. That means no from the depths of my being. Well, this is like wait. The Knight of Pentacles is slowest moving knight out of them all. And I just feel like it's not time for you to rejoin right now. And it's just like I feel like you're on a quest of looking at your self-worth in a different way in relationship to the outside world. This knight is on the quest for the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you will raise that vibration, raise that bar of how you feel about yourself from retail price, which is what we think other people put value on us, and then upwards, to creator and our higher selves and all the spirit realm who think we're priceless. So we go from ending up on the blue light rack at Kmart, the clearance rack, right, to priceless and being in a museum surrounded by security because we're so priceless. And I like this, and I feel like the Friends Club, it just feels like it would take you back into that direction, and I feel like it's time to wait on that. And you can reevaluate it later to feel if you're drawn for that. But right now, I'm feeling like, no. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Let's see how we're doing here. I think we're getting down to a handful here or less. Yeah. So Ashvin Rai. Hey, hey, hey. So a channeled message from Akansha. All right. You have the Page of Wands here, which this is really this message to you that you are so much more stronger and so much more in control and power over your life than you realize. The Page of Wands is like this awareness of that whatever we focus on is what grows and flows. And so if I focus in on my life of what I hate, where our energy tells spirit, I enjoy hating, bring me more hating. I just love hating and hating things. Can you bring more things to hate? They're like, order up, right? Or if there's things I fear will leave my life or not leave my life, or fear won't come in my life, or fear will come into my life, then we draw those things or repel those things out of our life. Whatever is opposite what we're looking for, we're focusing on it. We're going, they're like, there's a lion. Whatever you do, don't yell, hey, lion, I'm over here. They're like, whatever you do, don't yell at the lion. Here comes the lion, right? It's like, don't give it attention if you don't want to draw it to you. Focus on what you want to draw towards you, right? Which is gratitude and unconditional love and joy and laughter and all that stuff. It's the positive things, and I feel like this is the message they want you to know is that whatever you focus on is what you draw in. And even wanting, like if feel like I'm missing something in my life, I tell the universe, I love the feeling of missing, or I love the feeling of wanting, which means I don't have the thing come to me because then that would make me stop missing and stop wanting. So they go, oh, keep that away from you. You're like, no, that's not what I want. So we start focusing on, we can still ask, creator, I would love a relationship. And I trust you're going to bring the perfect person, the perfect way, the perfect timing. And I'm going to focus on gratitude now. And then we're not like, we don't sit there going, "Oh, I wish I had a relationship. I wish I" "Oh, you enjoy wishing, but not having your wishes fulfilled, huh?" "Oh, no, 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 no," So, I like this message. It's really empowering for you, and that's what they have for you right now, Ashvin. So many blessings. And then Rashmi Singh, you wanna know how will your next meeting be with Raj Abartam? All right. Got the Queen of Wands. So there's going to be passion, there is going to be energy there. And, the Queen of Wands is kind of like we were just talking about with power and energy. How it will be has a lot to do with you. You determine the story of what's happening, what it means to you. They determine for them. You determine what emotions you want to feel with what's going on. They determine theirs. You determine the energy that you're investing and putting forward and drawing towards you, and they do the same. You control your physical actions, they control theirs. And so it's important for you to realize that I'm not in control of that, them, and whatever. I'm only in control of me. Now I can make it easier or harder for them to choose lower vibrational things of fear or higher vibrational things of love and gratitude and brighter things, right? Darkness or light. But ultimately, they're going to make their decision. So you focus in on you and what energy you're feeling and choices you're making. And then that's what makes it an easier choice for them to choose unconditional love if they want. But the whole thing is you can give someone the entire world and someone can still choose to be unhappy, right? So why do we put so much importance in I gotta make them happy. They need to accept me when no, they don't. And no, it's not your responsibility. We're taught that when we're young, when parents say, "Oh, you made mom cry. You did this to your mother. You made your father angry." It's like, "Oh, look at how powerful I am. I made them feel these ways." No, they chose it. They could have also chosen to be happy about things, but that's where you're giving back the power, giving back the responsibility for everyone's emotions and choices. That's all your guys's. I'm coming back to sweep in front of my own door, making my own choices of story, my own emotional choices, my energetic choices, my physical actions, because that I'm in control of. All that out there, pretty much 99.9% out of control of it, right? So let it be. And this Queen of Wands, you draw your energy back to you and focus in on what you can control. And that's a much more beneficial use of your energy, right? I know all of that. You're like, I just wanted to say, is it going to be fun or not? but it's so empowering, and that's what they want you to know. All right, Rashmi. So many blessings to you. And then, Misa, you are up. So, how will your next 48 hours go for you? Wow, very balanced here. The King of Cups is this balance of heart and mind. If it's a date or a relationship or something that you're being involved with, the King of Cups represents like a very, uh, you know, uh, it's like collaborative. I keep on forgetting the word that's like, spirit, help me remember. It's just you're, very compatible. Thank you. See, that's all I have to do is ask them. They're like, hey, a very compatible person, just very well balanced, able to share their emotions, communicate well. It's just a very balanced individual. And if it's not regarding a relationship, then it's just really, it's a wonderful, learning to balance your head and your heart over the next 48 hours is an important thing to go, you know what? I have a lot of stuff in my head about how things are supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. Throw those out the window. Allow your heart, your high heart to decide. I get to decide what story, emotions, and everything that I want to do and put forward here. I am the master of my fate. I get to decide. And I'm not going to get upset at that. I'm going to love this. I'm going to laugh at that instead of cry. I'm going to do this. I feel like the next 48 hours are very, very much about emotional choice for you, and that I get to decide what I feel in each moment. Everyone has their opinion of how I'm supposed to, but by golly, I'm a rebel. I'm an emotional rebel. That's what you are going to be for the next 48 hours. And I'm going to act any and feel any way that I want to do. So I like this for you. Whatever the situations on the outside world, just consider them all neutral, and you get to decide what they mean and how you feel and actions you want to take and energy you want to invest. And no one can tell you otherwise. All right, Misa, that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then the last reading I have is for Ansi. So, Ansi, you'll be my final reading for this session. And for everyone, if I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. I will be back on in about an hour and a half, so you can join me at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then I'll also be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So, if I miss someone, I try to be so careful, but I am human, so please forgive me and join me again at another time. I will, after I'm done, post a comment with all the list of the names and order by which these readings were completed in this session so that you can find your reading more easily. All right. All right. NC, you want to know love, life, and career. Wow. You got the Four of Cups. And this message that comes in here is really this boredom of the outside world. The Three Cups, or if it's even like the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, all these have where there's three areas of our life that we're told to look for our fulfillment, for that which will fill us up, and even especially love and career, where say, look out here. That's two of the buckets. We like relationships. Look for relationships to fulfill you and fill you up. Look for situations like jobs, education, social status. That will fill you up. And things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions. We're told, look out here, right? And that's what those three cups are that they're looking at. But down here is the Ace of Cups. And those three cups are unstable, temporary, unfulfilling, because people change, people walk away, people pass away, right? So they're not forever, and they're very unstable. People are, right? So relationships are unstable. Jobs, education, social status, all those things never stay the same, unstable. And of course, things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. So all that's unstable. Eventually, we get tired of feeling disappointed, feeling what, just empty with the outside world. And we turn inward and upward. And we're like, there's the Ace of Cups. There's the little cup down there that is the chalice, the Holy Grail. And we fill up with this beautiful, unconditional, eternal love from above. That's the only thing that's stable and fulfilling in this realm. And we fill up and it overflows out. And we don't stop wanting those things, love, life, career, things, whatever. we just stop needing them and attaching our worth to it, right? And instead of once we're filled up from the inside and it's overflowing, whatever comes from the outside world is above and beyond extra. So the outside world changes from a place of lack and falling short to something that's abundant and overflowing, right? And I feel like that's what's coming in here. And what you've looked for love before has been this mindset of what you have been taught. Love is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be, right? And it just feels empty, right? But once you fill up and overflow, then you draw something higher vibrational in instead of doing what you've always done, getting what you've always gotten. Career, instead of pursuing what you've been told you're supposed to, should, what looks good on paper, this long list of stuff you're supposed to accomplish, you turn to your heart and go, how do I uniquely want to share my love in my heart with the world in my own unique way? And then that becomes your career. Other things become a job to help you support you to move towards your career, your life purpose, your dharma, whatever you'd like to call it. And if you're unsure of that, I've got a great book that I mention a lot. Not me, it's the one I've read. This is not me. Discover Your Dharma by Sahara Rose. Beautiful, lovely, humorous, very energetic person. I love her. If you check out her website, iamsahararose.com, she's got some free content on there and as well. And if it resonates and you want the book, I highly recommend it too. But there's like quizzes under the purpose tab. You have what is it called? Dharma. It's a Dharma archetype quiz, I think. You'll see it'll be a free quiz under that tab. And then also under Ayurveda, there's a dosha energy quiz too. So there's some free quizzes and that gives you information about how you want to, present your um, life purpose to the world and your energy to the world, and it's really helpful with all of that too. So if you're interested, check those out. But I feel like the biggest thing is we have to get out of the world and into our heart and fill ourselves up, and then you see with clarity, you draw in a love that is more in alignment with your higher self and your higher energy instead of lower vibrational experiences full of cheating and lying and fights and all that fun stuff. It's a higher vibration type of relationship, and then you also get more clarity on what I want to do with my life with all that too. So hopefully that helps, Ansi, and that's what they have for you now. So many blessings to you, and thank you guys so much for your patience and waiting for your free readings. Like I said, I'll be back on in about an hour and a half. So I'll see you guys when I see you. Until then, remember every second of every day of your life that you, yes, you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we see each other again, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until I see you, much love, hang in there, take care of yourself.